Nick here with McGaughys Suspension. I've got Ryan and his 2024 F350 sitting here. We're at SEMA 2025. We're outside of the South Hall. Ryan, tell us about your truck and how you came about picking out our lift kit, because it's got a 4.5-inch Ford kit on it.
Yep.
So tell me about it.
All right, so I've always been a Ram guy, and this past year I decided I'm going to try out a Ford, and super happy with it. But I knew that I needed a really good kit for what I wanted to do with this truck, and I've known about McGaughys for a long time. I always know they've had quality stuff, American-made company, just great people, great customer service. So I reached out to them, and we decided on the 4.5-inch kit with the new reservoir shocks, the M84s, and then they recommended the new traction bar setup, and so here we are with that. And it was the perfect choice. Couldn't ask for anything better.
So if you're listening and you're hearing the drum beat, we've got a parade going by, but we're going to keep on filming and keep on going. So let's start with the front suspension over here and show everyone what you got. Yep. You said you got the reservoir shocks, yep, which is something new.
Yeah, so new for this year.
The M84 series shocks.
Resi shocks with the 4.5-inch SS kit. And I drove all the way out from Maine on this kit, and I cannot tell you how much of a pleasure it was to drive the 3,200 miles. It literally drove like a Cadillac the whole way, and you just could not expect anything better.
So some of the features, real quick, that maybe, Ryan, you did notice when you're putting it together, yep, but these are our radius arms, and obviously these are billet faceplates that are right there, and then behind that you'll see the SS plate. That's where you get the SS name, and then the billet faceplates are on top of that. It just gives some depth to it, to customization and whatnot. You opted for the black with the ball milled faces on it. Yep. And then the other thing about these radius arms is that up here in the bushing area, that is an vulcanized bushing that's basically just like a factory bushing that you would find in a Ford or Ram radius arm. Yep. And we do that because longevity and low maintenance. Yeah. And then on the bottom, you've got your alignment casters as well, to be able to bring back the caster on this.
Another thing I want to point out too with these radius arms is how they have the offset relief here. Yep. So that you don't scrub your radius arms when you do full turn. Yep. And a lot of companies look over that, and it's a super important thing.
Yeah, it allows you to run a wheel that's basically got a little bit more heavy backspace, yep, so that you don't have to poke out as much, because some people want to poke, some people don't. Yep. Are these aftermarket fender flares on it?
Yeah, those are EGR USA flares.
Okay, so they stick, yep, out just a little bit more.
Yep.
Do you know what your wheel dimension is?
Yeah, it's a 22 by 10 and a -18 offset.
Okay. Yep. So a little bit of poke on it, yep, but obviously because with the fender flares and everything, you're looking really good. What's, yep, the tire size?
That's a 37, 13, 5, 22, Mickey Thompson, Baja Boss MT.
And what about, I see it's a fuel wheel. What, yep, what model is that?
It's the Fuel Rebel 8, and they're super nice, 22-inch.
Yeah. It looks like, is it all satin black? Yeah, it looks like it's all, yep, satin black. Real nice. And then on the rear, oh, you did go with our stabilizer kit, no? No stabilizer.
We didn't get it, unfortunately, in time.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. But our kit comes with our upper track bar mount, sway bar drops, everything necessary to run it at 4.5 inches properly and align the truck back with the axles basically in the center of the truck. Yep. That's what our upper bracket does, which is obviously a very, sometimes you come across kits that just cannot center. Yeah.
So, and I will say, so the alignment guys at the shop said that this truck was a pleasure to align, and it was one of the easiest they've ever done.
That's great.
And going down the road at 80 miles an hour, you could literally put your knee on the steering wheel and just drive if you wanted to.
And the steering returns back to center real, yes, nice. Yeah, yep, it's a big difference. I know there's just a lot of kits that you can get the stance that you're looking for, but the functionality, absolutely, is basically where it comes into the engineering, yeah, and sometimes prices of some of these kits and whatnot. So, yep, let's move over to the back and let's see what you got of our product in the rear.
Yep. So we get the beautiful rear traction bars here. Again, it was a super easy kit to install. Everything in the directions from McGaughys stuff is just so top notch. I can't explain that enough. Down to like what tools you need and everything. It just all works so well.
Now, I haven't installed these traction bars or this 4.5-inch kit. Does it require any drilling? Because I know on like any time that we require drilling, we'll include a drill bit.
Yeah, so the only thing that we needed to drill was the 3 holes for the front mounts here.
Yep.
And it uses just 3 rivet nuts, and that's it. Everything else is bolt on.
Perfect.
So.
And then out back we have the block kit.
Yep.
Which is just your standard block and U-bolt kit for the rear.
Now, it's standard, but I will say this, installing many lifts over the years, this is the most well-built block I've ever had my hands on. The welds are so nice, the finishes are so nice and everything. I literally mentioned that when I pulled it out of the box. It's just, I can't explain how nice all this stuff is.
And if you notice that little bracket that's hanging off to the left of the block, the inside part of the block, that's on both sides, but that is the new bump stop pad because obviously now the bump stops aren't going to the axle because of the block. And then you've got our M84 monotube shocks in the back.
Yep.
Nice. And then I see, let's talk about some of the other accessories that you put onto it with the suspension. Poking out right here, I see these airbags.
So we get the Logic Air system. So this truck we designed, basically, this is going to be kind of a do-all truck. So I'm going to use this truck to haul. I'm going to use it for shows. I'm going to use it for work. So I tow a heavy trailer often too. So the Logic airbag suspension is going to help with that a lot. But yeah, so it's, the whole suspension and everything all together, it's going to work great for what we're doing.
So compatibility with that air system with our kit.
Absolutely.
Everything was good?
Everything bolted in just like it should.
Nice. Nice.
So, and then we get the coolant racks, aluminum modular rack system. It's pretty cool. It can use T-channels. If you have T-channels like I do on my EGR roll track cover, it just slides in there and then it's quick release to come out. We get the Rhino rack awning, Rhino rack tent, obviously Baja lighting everywhere, Baja Designs lighting.
What do you got going on with the roof rack?
So we got a Rack Tech roof rack with Pelican Products cases up there. Then we got the new Boost Auto M2 steps down below here. Those are really nice. Auto retract.
So this truck didn't come with electric steps?
Nope, it came with just the standard regular.
The standard
steps.
drop down ones that,
Yep.
And those obviously are down right now for display reasons.
So we can show it. If they decide to close. Yeah. Well, do it on the other side.
Okay. So they do retract up, but he's got them down right now.
Then coming around to the front, we got Fab 4's Matrix front bumper with the Warrior winches, 14,000 pound winch.
14,000.
Yep. And Baja Designs lighting there.
And then some more on the outside.
Yep. And then, so Synergy did send their drag link and tie rod system. Mm-hmm. So that worked well with you guys' kit as well. Yeah. So that worked awesome.
That's really nice.
And then this is actually a prototype headlight. These aren't even out yet. This is Alpha X's brand new headlight that's going to be coming to production in the next couple months.
They've got some really nice headlights.
Yeah. Yep. So.
And I see you got some more lights on top, some pillar lights, and then some ditch lights.
Yeah, so we get the LP4s and the pillar lights, and then the roof rack, we have the new XL Pro linkable light up there. So you can actually make that light as wide as you want.
Can I point something out that I'm actually really I don't know, because I always look at trucks and look at the functionality of, like, if someone's used the truck or it's going to be using the truck. A lot of times I see these ditch lights pointed straight forward, which then the hood and the fender block a lot of the lighting. And the whole purpose is to be able to get more lighting off to the sides, and then you can turn, you can see off to your right or to your left, and you've got them pointed out a little bit. So I want to say thumbs up for that.
So and then just a little like aesthetic flair. We Main Event emblems, made these custom emblems. These light up. It's pretty cool. They make them for all makes and models, and they'll do whatever you want.
So that's Pinnacle?
That Pinnacle is my company.
Okay.
And then Main Event Emblems is the company that makes.
Got it. So they customized it with your
logo. Yep.
That's great.
So
that's great.
So yeah, you can do whatever you want.
And then I see on the dash, you've got a Banks box.
Yep. So we have Banks Monster exhaust. We have the Banks intake. We have the Banks pedal monster.
Look, do you have their little thing on the dash inside?
Yep, and the iDash. Yep.
Yeah, let's check that out.
Yep. There's the steps. So as you can see, get the Banks iDash Pro.
How do you like that?
It's awesome. it works really well.
So what has it helped out with your drivability of the truck?
So I obviously didn't have time to recalibrate the truck for tire size and everything before I came out. You can actually do it with that. And then it just helps monitor temperatures that the truck doesn't normally tell you. And, you know, driving 3,000 miles at 80, cruise control set, you kind of want to keep an eye on that stuff.
Right.
But it also, it allows you to adjust your sensitivity for your pedal and everything right from that too, which is pretty cool.
So it give you a little bit extra throttle response.
Yeah, and it works phenomenal. And then
Yeah.
if you also look here, I got the Catskins custom interior that we did. Kind of just match the outside to the inside, or the inside to the outside rather.
Yeah, I got that. Got that nice yellow. What is that? What yellow do they call it?
That's the chartreuse yellow.
Yeah.
Yep. We have, of course, the Rhino rack tent.
And enough room for what? 2 people?
Yeah, 2, maybe a couple adults and a child, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we have the Dometic CFX 95 fridge freezer, which is pretty sick. You can control it from your phone and everything, check temperatures and all that. You can set up one side to be your freezer, one side to be your fridge.
And this is that rollback cover that you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's pretty sweet. And it actually works with your key fob too.
Wow.
So it's pretty slick.
That's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, having a rollback is really nice to where you don't, the flipped ones,
Yeah.
they're cool, but
Yep.
then they block the back window.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this is nice. You also got the bumper in the rear.
Yep. You got a Fab Force bumper in the rear. You got the Gen Y hitch. Yeah.
So what are the plans with this truck after SEMA?
So we got a bunch of shows lined up for this winter and spring and summer, and then we're basically gonna be doing some hauling and.
What size trailer do you pull?
So I tow a 41-foot fifth wheel, and then I got a 30-foot gooseneck, and yeah.
So you're gonna have to take all that stuff off.
Yeah, so that's what's cool about that rack, though. So that's it. You have quick release, and it slides out. And
Really?
It's super light. Yep.
And then you have the rollback to where
Yep.
you can just
Exactly.
drop in your fifth wheel or your gooseneck attachment.
Yeah, so we kind of designed everything to work around all that
Be
stuff.
modular. That's
Yep.
awesome.
So,
So, you know, and you were telling me that, and we kind of touched on it too with the installation of the lift kit, but so you're the prime person that's been working on this truck, building everything.
Yep.
Well, how many hours or days, I mean, how long do you have into this truck?
I mean, I would say if I had to put it down to it, like, to days, I would say probably like 3.5 straight weeks of building. But probably, I don't know, 300-400 hours probably.
Is this your first time at SEMA?
No, this is actually my 4th year.
Really?
Yep.
That's all. And driving out each year?
Yes, sir.
With the vehicle?
Yep.
That takes a lot. You have to drive out and then obviously have the vehicle, because I'm sure you hit weather coming out here.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then you have to get the truck prepped
Yep.
and ready for display.
Yeah, it's a whole ordeal.
Yeah. Well,
So-
hats off. Great menu, and truck looks really nice. I like the color scheme on it with the half wrap in the back, or quarter wrap, or whatever you want to call it. But no, it looks really clean, and it looks like you're going to be able to actually go out and have some fun with this truck.
Absolutely.
And be able to go and camp and be self-efficient.
Yes, that was the whole plan of the whole truck. So.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing all the content. I know we talked about you're going to be documenting everything as you go. Where can people find you?
So at Elevated Offroad Lab is my Instagram, and then I don't do a ton with Facebook stuff, and then Elevated Offroad Lab on YouTube.
Awesome. So Instagram and YouTube are your prime, prime different places that you document and stuff. So do you do a lot of long form YouTube videos?
Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing right now, is we're getting into it, because we kind of realize that a lot of people, even though people don't have patience to watch long stuff, there's a lot of stuff that's missing out there. And so we're kind of trying to fill that void a little bit right now.
Well, if they don't have the patience, they're probably not as interested. But the cool thing is when people do watch the whole thing, they are interested in it.
Right.
And the more of the audience that you can build that is actually gravitating towards everything.
Exactly.
I like to tell people, hey, if people are into rocks and they're putting out rock content, the rock people will find the rock content. It's just crazy like that, right?
That's right.
That's awesome. Well, great meeting you. Great looking
Likewise.
truck, and happy to see you out here and having fun at SEMA 2025.
Definitely.
And we look forward to seeing everything else in the future.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, man.